Having an interesting discussion here with my team. Some of my talented professionals are here. Caroline Victoria Tucker, the restoration law clerk, Lily Atkins, and our law clerk, Ian Suara. We're getting a lot of questions about restorers who are having trouble with adjusters turning policyholders against them. And this is really a bad problem, and it seems to be getting worse. And what I recommend to restorers is that you make a special effort at the very beginning of your relationship, the very first contact with a customer, to try to build a rapport, to try to establish some trust and get the policyholder to really understand where you're coming from and what your priorities are, just in case you encounter a problem adjuster who is so solely focused on price that they start to sacrifice quality. And there are a number of different ways to do that. Hopefully the people who are making your first contact are people who have strong people skills and who are friendly types. And some companies will come out and they'll give gift baskets, or they'll do other things to help establish more of a human kind of relationship with the people. If you're cold, or you're dismissive, or you feel like you've been through it a million times, the people are going to sense that. I'm not saying that you need to be hyped up. You shouldn't be nervous. Imagine if you were on the floor having a heart attack and the paramedic treating you was panicking. We don't want to be that energetic about it. But when you arrive at a site, as soon as you begin conversations with a policyholder, I highly recommend explaining to the policyholder that there are a lot of good adjusters out there, and that most of them are not a problem, but sometimes certain adjusters will be so focused on price that they will sacrifice quality. And that your job as the restorer is to be there and ensure that the customer is going to receive high quality materials and skilled labor to do the job properly. You see, there's some really strange stuff that's going on, because policyholders will frequently take the word of an adjuster or a building consultant as if it were holy gospel. And I've received a number of emails recently where customers are sending complaints to restorers, and all they're doing is parroting information that they're getting from an adjuster. And the price charged by the restorer may be perfectly reasonable, but if the adjuster tells the policyholder your contractor is charging you too much, some of them will just assume that that's automatically true, and then it will start to damage the trust, and they'll look at the restorer and say, hey, I think you're taking advantage of me, and this isn't fair, and your price is excessive. And so there are three people in this equation, right? The customer, who's the boss, right? Customer has the contract with the insurance company. Customer has the contract with you. Your contract is not with the insurance company. The insurance company can't tell you what to do. The policyholder is the boss, right? So the policyholder is going to make the call. You want to acknowledge and recognize the supreme authority that the policyholder has, and cushion the arrival of bad news that may come from certain adjusters who will badmouth restorers in an effort to try to gain leverage against them. Now, when we get to the subject of badmouthing, there has been a lot of conversation recently about tortious interference. We get a lot of questions about this. And if somebody is disrupting your contracts or disrupting your legal relationship or a business relationship, or even a potential future business relationship you have with someone, you may have rights. Go ahead and talk to a local lawyer. If you see an insurance adjuster with a major company, for example, who is saying things that aren't true in an effort to get you kicked off a job, that's something that you should definitely have investigated by a local lawyer. So do any of the members of my team here have anything to add, or questions or comments on that? Caroline, what do you think?
I think it's extremely important to advise the policyholder, the homeowner, of the potential of the adjuster to interject into the relationship negatively, but not overemphasize it. Just make it so that they're just not surprised if it happens, rather than a foregone conclusion that it will happen.
Yeah. What do you think, Lily?
I think that it is also a great opportunity to explain the whole process of the job. And so you're being transparent, you're having an informed customer, and an informed customer can make better decisions so that they're not surprising you with like, whoa, I didn't know it would cost this much, or I didn't know it was going to take this long, or anything. Like, keep them informed.
Very good. All right, Ian. Ian just got back from the Experience Convention. Many of you met him at the booth there. Ian is a very skilled carpenter and has a lot of experience in the construction business, and is now starting his 3rd year of law school. What do you want to add to this titillating discussion we're having today, Ian?
I would just say that, thinking from the customer's perspective, they're in a potentially emergency situation, a very traumatic situation. So putting ourselves in their shoes and treating them with empathy and understanding will go a long way for building the relationship.
Very good advice. Okay, guys. Well, thank you for watching. And if you have some other topics you'd like to see us address, go ahead and let us know. And for now, this is the Restoration Lawyer, your Uncle Ed, signing off. Ciao.